Hello world and welcome to the Mecca Mastery TV. I'm your host Mecca. If it is your mission to become the greatest version of yourself in every area of life, then you, my friend, are in the right place. I'm so excited about this video because in this episode we are speaking about personal and spiritual development. And the topic of this video is feeling lonely, unheard, unseen, not noticed, not enough. Let's get straight into the video. Whew, I know this scenario all too well, right? I know this feeling where you are moving about in this world and you feel lonely. You can be in a room full of people and still feel lonely. Or you're in a family with people and you have a big family, but it's just like you're the outcast. Like nobody see you, nobody hear you, like no one understands you. I've had this all my life. I've always been the weird person in school. I used to get picked on. I was just telling my boyfriend this. We were watching something on TV, and it was a scenario where these kids was getting picked on because he was so different. And I was getting so upset. I was so pissed because of what was going on, because it was taking me back to the past of how I was as a child when I got picked on. I was always the outcast. I was always considered as weird. You know, I did things that people just wouldn't normally do. That comes in my community, like the community that I was raised in, a more urban community. You know, middle class, poor people, hip hop, loving hip hop personalities and stuff like that. Like for example, now people still from my culture, not even my culture, but like my community that I was raised in, they look at stuff like, I remember somebody said, is those tattoos on your fingers or your hand, is that real? Is that henna? I'm like, yeah, it's real. Like, is that a tattoo on your face? Like, it's definitely a tattoo on my face. It's definitely that. So everything I've always done, you know, for me meditating, for me drinking vegetable juices, for me going on trips by myself, and me doing certain things, I've always been looked at as like the outcast or weird, and I always felt lonely, and I never felt like I fit in. But you know what? I went through majority of my life up until this point, okay? Like the first 2 decades of my life feeling like this, and then one day it all clicked. Something clicked in me. It all started to come together. I said, maybe I'm in the wrong community. Maybe I was born into the wrong family. I'm in the wrong tribe. I'm around the wrong people. There has to be somebody out there like me. So what happened was, most people go through this, I'm sure you're going through this, that the universe kind of take you in a direction for you to feel that loneliness even more intense, so you can learn yourself. Because here's the thing. It's not that people don't see you or that you are unheard. It's the wrong people around you, the wrong community, the wrong vibe, the wrong tribe, okay? So if you are a swan and you're dropped into a pond with ducklings, of course nothing is going to flow, because swans and ducklings need different things to survive. They have a different way of life. It's nothing wrong with you. You have to ask yourself, where I am, the community, the job, the career, how I dress, what I like, is where I am. The things that surround me externally and internally, does it support me? Also, if you are just by yourself, the things that you bring into your own home, what you feed yourself internally, the music that you listen to, the literature, the things that you read, what you watch, what you say to yourself, who you truly are at your foundational core, do what you take in or allow in, does it really support who you really are? What is it that your soul or your psyche needs to survive and thrive? What is it that your soul needs, that your psyche needs to survive and thrive? What is it? Only you know. Because this is what I had to think about. I remember when I went on that journey and that path to healing myself spiritually and becoming the greatest version of myself, all of that good stuff, right? And I started meditating. I stopped drinking. I stopped eating certain foods. I started waking up with the sun. Before the sun rises, I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I like to be in the bed by 9 p.m. Okay? I stopped going to bed at 5 and 6 in the morning, going out to clubs and everything. What happened was I started to do these things, and people started to fade out of my life, and I started to feel lonely. I was only feeling lonely because people started to fade out of my life. But guess what? That means they were not in alignment with who I really was. So what I had to do is learn who I really was and get in alignment and get strong in the core foundation of who I really am and what my soul really hunger for, what my soul really needs, the nurturing that my soul really needs. And once I got settled and grounded in what I need and say, look, I accept me fully in what I really want for myself, then my vibe started to attract my tribe. And guess what? Once I became settled in who I am, understanding my own vibe and accepting who I was, I did not feel lonely. You only feel unheard of, lonely, not seen, not enough because you don't accept your own vibe. I went through this so much with myself that I used to say to my ex-boyfriend, I used to say this to my ex-boyfriend, I used to say, what is wrong with me? I was like 22, 23 at this time. I was like, I'm 22, 23, you know, it's a Friday, Saturday night, and all I want to do is go home and make a cup of ginger tea, lemon tea with some honey, and read a book and play with my crystals and watch the sunset. Like, I'm so weird. I'm so weird. There's other people that's my age. They want to go out. They want to do this and that. I don't want to do that. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? It was nothing wrong with me. And guess what? I was creating more resistance in my life. I didn't have peace. I kept feeling lonely, unheard, unseen, all of that because I was having resistance towards what I really was. I wasn't accepting the real vibe, right? I wasn't accepting my real vibe of who I really am and what I really want and what I really thrive for. I had to accept that I don't like clubbing. Just because I was brought up in a community around people who value certain things, right? My soul didn't really value. I had to accept that my soul don't want this. Even though I was brought up in it, that doesn't mean it's right for me. Just because you're around it or you were born in it or you're around it now does not mean that it is correct and right for you. What is your real vibe? Look at every area of your life, from financial to your relationships, to your spirituality, personal development. What do you want to do for fun? The things that you do for fun, how you dress. Where do you want to go to? What do you want to put into your body? What is your vibe for real? For example, when I go out, I don't like eating meats and I don't like dairy and I don't like certain stuff at certain times of the day. Like towards the end of the day, I don't like eating chicken. Okay? I like to eat more clean food, like fish, things that's lighter. So because, let's say I go out with people at night and they want to eat chicken at 7 o'clock p.m. Just because everybody at the table is eating chicken, that don't mean I have to. And I remember back in the day, I used to say, well, I don't want to be the oddball, or I don't want to be the one I have to be, oh, Mecca, we're all getting chicken and we're getting this deal. You have to get salmon. You know, it's 6 of us here, and if we all get this, 6 of us here, we all get chicken, it's going to be cheaper coming out for all of us. But I don't want that. So guess what? I'm not going to get it. But what happens is you don't accept your vibe because you think that you are causing a burden or being a burden to other people. Guess what? If you're being a burden to other people, right? Or you're causing havoc in other people by choosing what you want for what your soul wants, that means that is not your tribe. Even the community and the family that you were brought up in is not your tribe, and that's okay. Me and my family are like night and day. We connect where we connect, and we don't connect where we don't connect. I love them from a distance. I ain't mad at you. Listen, I come around for family holidays. They say, Thanksgiving, this is Mecca food, and this is everybody else's food. I used to be like, oh God, I feel a way about this. They call me Hollywood, they call me bougie, they call me whatever. I don't give a damn what they call me. All I know is what is right for me, and what I choose for myself is what I choose for myself. I don't have to conform for anyone. You don't have to conform for anyone. Nobody have to conform for me. I'm not going to make somebody do something to make me feel comfortable. No, you do what makes you feel good. I do what makes me feel good. That's what keeps us thriving with one another. And that is that. And guess what? I hope you love this video and you share this with somebody that you care about. Trust me, baby, you are not lonely. You have to build a relationship with yourself. That is what you have to do. The universe is putting you in places and situations and causing experiences to happen in your life over and over that's making you feel lonely, to push you and force you to force you to having a relationship, building a relationship with the source of who you are, so you can go ahead and get in the space of your own tribe. And look, if you don't know where to start and you want coaching or you just want advice from me, I have one-on-one coaching available. You can email me at meccabookings@gmail.com. And guess what? If you don't know where to start on your spiritual journey, you want to go involved deep into yourself, you don't know what your vibe is with yourself. You don't know who you are. You want to remove certain blockages from yourself. I highly recommend our 21-day healing plan. It is so phenomenal. It's just 21 days. You block out 45 minutes to an hour. Easy, mostly journal work to just go ahead, dive into yourself. Look, it's on sale as well. Click the link in the description box below. And guess what, my ladies? We have Yoni Steam herbs in stock. Our Yoni Power Yoni Steam herbs are in stock at the moment. You want to align those chakras, because this also helps align those chakras, because the steam, the herbs from the steam is so healing. It's going straight up in your spine, releasing all that negative energy, sexual energy, anything that don't serve you from your vortex, releasing it energetically and physically. So you want to go ahead and order your Yoni Steam herbs if you have more information. If you want more information on that, you can click the link in the description box below to also order as well. And ladies, also, you want to protect your womb. Okay? Protect your womb. Bring some nice sexual energy, healing into the bedroom. Get more in tune with who you are as a woman, your feminine energy. Make sure you order our set of wonderful waist beads today by yours truly, custom handmade by myself. You can click the link in the description box below or email me at meccabookings@gmail.com. And we also have our protection kits available. Our protection kits are amazing when you are doing this spiritual work, journey work, and just protecting yourself in general. In this video, I'm showing you how we use our protection kits here from MeccaFreeman.com. Here we have black tourmaline crystal, selenite, we have some palo santo wood, sage, a black candle, and some herbs for a healing herbal tea. So I'm just going to take this letter that I wrote. It's basically like a releasing letter. Just release everything from my aura that I don't want in my life anymore. I'm going to burn the letter, put it in a jar or a bowl, something you can actually burn it down into ashes. Light your sage so you can cleanse the energy from your space, all negative energies. Then you're going to fill the jar with either sand or dirt, and then place the candle in the middle, just so you can burn the candle and you can burn your palo santo wood on top, and imagine all the negative energy flowing from your life. Meditate over it, and that's how you use the protection kit. I highly recommend our protection kit. And as I stated before, we are open for one-on-one coaching, or if you want advice from me, you can email me at meccabookings@gmail.com. And with that being said, I'm sending you my love, I'm sending you light, I'm sending you peace, gratitude, good ass vibes, tranquility, and everything your way. Until next time, you, my friend, you go out into the world, you kick a whole lot of action. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do anything, because you can do whatever you put your mind into with peace and love. See you in the next episode.